Hi everyone, welcome to or back to my booktube channel and welcome to a massive book haul. I was on a book buying ban and then I said I would stop around my birthday and then I kind of went crazy. I think first off I want to talk about the books that my boyfriend gave me for my birthday literally this morning. They're like really fresh on my mind. Okay, so first book we are starting with is Butcher and Blackbird. And I am so excited for this, but I'm also nervous. I mean, to sum it up, it says the viral Friends to Lovers dark romantic comedy full of murder, chaos, and sizzling chemistry. So I just haven't read anything like this. I'm still wanting to read the Mindfuck series, and I think people compare that to this, probably just because they're both dark romances. But I'm still very excited for this and I'm hoping to get to this kind of soon. Also, like I said, I have a lot of books to talk about, so I'm just going to briefly talk about what I know about them, or maybe a few lines on the back, but like nothing crazy. Okay, next up is To Sir with Love. Actually, both of these books remind me of Heather here on BookTube. The main reason this one interested me is because I think they talk online or something. Okay, yeah, so they connect on a blind dating app. And if you know me, that is my favorite trope. I will pick up any book if they're like falling in love in two different places, like online and in person. Like I eat that up. So that is all I know about it. It also seems fairly short, so I am looking forward to this. Next up, we have All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. I just recently read my first MZ book, The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, and I didn't love it, but I am still wanting to give all her other books a shot. And I feel like I've heard nothing but positive things about this one. I genuinely have no idea what this is about. Okay, so it's small town, and I think he's the landlord. And then just because it's Mariana Zapata, I'm going to assume it's slow burn. And I think she's like starting over her life. So honestly, that all sounds good to me. And I really wanted the OG cover. I don't really love the new like cartoon covers. So I'm so excited to have this on my shelf now. Next up, we have When in Rome by Sarah Adams. I know a lot of people read this when it first came out, I think. Or they were just reading this and the other one, Practice Makes Perfect. And I never got around to them. I read The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams and I wasn't absolutely obsessed with that, but this is like Opposites Attract. I think he's a grumpy guy and she's like this pop star and she like wants to go to Rome or something. She ends up in Rome, Kentucky. I don't know. Ooh, okay, she's staying in his guest room. Sounds like a bit of forced proximity. I love that. Small town, yeah. I'm just very excited for this. It's also a super short read, so. Okay, that was a lot of romances back to back. So let's switch things up. I also got Five Survive by Holly Jackson. I actually have not read Holly Jackson's other series, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, but I just thrifted that first book. So hopefully I'll get to that soon and then I'll probably pick this up after. But the hardcover is just stunning. Like, I'm so excited for this. Basically, it's like a thriller. It says 8 hours, 6 friends, and 5 survive. So obviously that's super intriguing. Then we have Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. I've read one other of her books, Daisy Darker, and I wasn't obsessed with that, but I know Sarah Crowley literally raves about her, so I don't know much about this. I think it's like two married people. Is this the facial blindness? Yes. I don't really know. To be honest, I don't really want to find this out yet, so. Back to romances. I'm also gonna try and be a little faster because we have so many books to get through. Okay, then we have Behind the Net. Obviously, this is a hockey romance. It's dual POV. I mean, he's a hot, grumpy goalie with a no dating rule. So this just sounds super up my alley. Then we have Funny Feelings. I actually really like this cover. I don't know why. It kind of reminds me of all of BK Borison's covers. I feel like they look just like this. Anyways, I just think these are two comedians that fall in love or something. Ooh, they fake date. Absolutely love that. Yeah, this just sounds like a fun romance because it won't just be about them falling in love and whatnot, but like because of their professions. Hopefully I laugh in this book. Okay, and then the last two books that my sweet boyfriend got me are both Lucy Score books. First off, I'm so late to the game, but this is Things We Never Got Over. This is so massive. I don't understand why her books are so long. I actually have not read any of Lucy Score's books, so maybe I'll start with this one. I'm not sure. Then we have By a Thread. I have heard more about this one, surprisingly. I think like he gets her fired when he's out to lunch or something where she works and his mom is there and she ends up hiring her. And then her and the main guy have to work together. I feel like I said that in a really confusing way. I'm so sorry. I'm assuming it's slow burn. I'm hoping this is slow burn. If they get together within like half of the book, honestly, I'll be upset. So those were all the books that my boyfriend got me. Thank you so much, Justin. And I'm actually going to go right into the books that I got secondhand. I feel like I say this in every single one of my book hauls, but I love a good half price books. And we don't have one where I live, so every time I go home to my hometown, I always hit up every single half price books in like 30-mile radius. Let's talk about the Lucy Score books I got too. Okay, so this is Pretend You're Mine. Once again, I have no idea what this is about. It seems as though they're fake dating. He's going to deploy again soon, and so I think it's like only for a month long, which, to be honest with you, that usually annoys me. I'm like, okay, come on. Like, you can't just act like y'all are both going to magically lose feelings for one another or whatever within a month, but like, whatever. Then we have Maggie Moves On, also by Lucy Score. It seems that she is a house flipping sensation and YouTube star, and he is a sexy laid-back landscaper. Why was that kind of embarrassing to say out loud? This also seems like a short-term fling kind of thing, and that's all I really know. Okay, and then I got 2 books by Frederick Backman. I feel like I've heard this author so much from A Man Called Ove or Ove, and then Anxious People. But these are part of the Beartown series, which I unfortunately did not get the first book, Beartown. But these are books 2 and 3, and I love hardcovers, so when I found these used in hardcover, of course, I picked them up, and I'll just grab the first book like on Amazon or something. Also, sometimes I'll look books up on Amazon to see if it's even like a good deal or whatever, and I think it might have been this book on Amazon on hardcover. It was like $36, so maybe they're like not printing them in hardcover anymore. I don't really know, but that's why I felt like I had to pick these up. I did not tell you anything about Beartown. I actually don't know what it's about. I think it's about a hockey team bringing the whole town together or something. I don't know, but my mom really, really loved it, so. Then we have Summer Sisters. This is the prettiest cover ever. I love it so much. I literally read in the summer of 1977 and picked it up. Like, that's all I needed to know. If you don't know, my favorite book is Mary Jane. I love that book with my entire being. So if there's a book that's set in the 70s, I'm gonna pick it up. Okay, then I got Dial A for Aunties, and I'm so excited for this. I'm pretty sure this is a cozy mystery, which I just read Finlay Donovan is Killing It, and I absolutely loved that. So this is like the same kind of genre, like not that intense, not that scary. And then speaking of Finlay Donovan is Killing It, I got the next 2 books in that series. Like I just said, I really liked the first one. I found both of these used like the day I finished that book. I went and found these and I was so excited. They're also hardcover. This was a great find for me. And then the last book I picked up from half price was The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna. So it seems as though this is based off Alaska and 1974. I think this family is in a cabin and they are like trapped or something. They realize they're alone. I don't really know. I'm sure it is much, much more than that. I'm not doing it justice, but once again, found it in hardcover. I think I'm gonna pick up The Nightingale soon, but then hopefully I eventually get around to this. And then on the day that Bride came out, I went to Target to go grab it, obviously. I have heard nothing but like amazing things about this book, which makes me so excited because I've always been an Allie Hazelwood fan. So yeah, this is like a paranormal romance vampire werewolf. And then also that day they were doing like a buy one get one 50% off or something. So I just ended up picking up Mixed Signals by B.K. Borson. I actually just read the second book in the Lovelight Farms trilogy. Is it a trilogy? Actually, I think there's 4 of them. Anyways, this is the 3rd one. This one's about Layla, who, she's the baker, right? Yeah. And then Caleb, okay, because I just read the second one, this is like really fresh in my mind. Hopefully I'll read this soon. But yes, I really liked this first book, not so much the second. So hopefully the 3rd will be more like the first one for me. Okay guys, I promise we are almost done. But then my sister and her husband gifted me some books for my birthday. And I'm super excited about these because I've already read them. So they're going to get to go on my red side of the bookshelf. If you were curious, for the most part, these are the books I've read. In the middle are the first 2. And then this last one are books that I haven't read yet. But they are the off-campus books and it's in the discreet covers. I like these covers way more than the first print. And they all have the blue sprayed edges. So pretty. These are books that I read back in like what, 2020, 2021, when I was like first getting into reading again. So these are just super nostalgic for me. I'm so glad I now have them on my shelves. I never owned the first copies. And I've actually never read the 5th book because I heard it was bad. So let me know if you think I should read it or not. And then my sister actually bought herself this trilogy, but she's letting me read them first. This is the Truly Devious trilogy. I actually have no idea what this is about. I believe these are YA, maybe in a school setting, maybe. I'm not sure, but I'll find out. Okay, hi, popping in just for a second because I actually missed a book. This is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. It is hardcover, it's got the pink flowers, and this is what the book itself looks like. And I've not read this, but I also own the paperback, and I just wanted the hardback too because I'm expecting to love it. This is a fantasy book about Payton and Kai, and he is like a prince and elite in this world, and she is just some ordinary girl. And I think there's like trials in this, kind of like Hunger Games style. But yeah, I'm just super excited for this because I've heard such great things. So yeah. Okay, so those are all 29 of the books I have recently acquired. I know that is a lot, but like I said, I love secondhand buying books. It's one of my favorite things to do, especially as someone that likes hardbacks. And I was gifted a lot of them for my birthday. So this was super, super exciting. I cannot wait to put them on my shelves now. It's like the best book haul I've ever done, so love that so much. I'm so happy right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, reading a good book, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye guys.